Yes, hello friends. So today we shall discuss about the applications of industrial drives. As per your syllabus, you have steel mill and textile mill. So those things we shall study. So what is the operation of steel mill and what are the drives used in this kind of steel mill and what are the motors used in this kind of those things we shall study one by one. So as I told, there are two as per your syllabus: steel mill and textile mills. So what are the steel mill? So steel we are making the steel with the help of iron ore. From iron ore, we are creating pig iron. From that, so we are creating the steel products. So before coming to the end product, from ore to end product, in between there is a one kind of stage is present, that is called as semi-finished product, that is those are called as looms, ingots, slabs and billets. So it is semi-finished products. With the help of that, they are going to do the end products like our steel bars are present, steel materials are present, our spoon, box, many things they are going to manufacture steel parts. So what are the functions of steel mills? So conversion of ore to liquid iron and pig iron to steel and solidification of that liquid steel and reducing the size of blocks, and last we shall do the finished shapes. As per our requirement, they are going to do the end products from liquid to solid, solidification to end product they are doing. So what is a pig iron next? It is the crude iron as a first obtained from the smelting furnace in the form of bricks. So whatever iron ore is present, they are putting that iron ore into the smelting furnace and they will make it liquefied. They will make it liquid. They will make it in a liquid stage, liquid format, liquid form. So that is called as pig iron. So whatever from the smelting furnace, whatever we are taking directly, that is called as pig iron. That is in liquid form. Yes, we are telling that. So iron, steel, we are telling. Is there any difference between iron and steel, or are they same? So we shall discuss that. Iron nothing but it is the raw element. Then what is the steel here? Steel nothing but it is the alloy made up of iron and carbon. Yes, what is steel? Steel nothing but iron. But only thing is that iron with the carbon makes the steel. Iron is the raw element, steel is the alloy of that. That is the difference. Steel and iron. Don't get confused. Steel and iron both are same. So major steel plants. Just for more information, I am adding one slide in between. So what are the major steel plants in India? So one is Jamshedpur, Tata Steel is present. In Jamshedpur we have the Tata Steel, and in Karnataka we have Bhadravati, and one more thing is the Jindal power plant. Vijayanagara steel power plant, Jindal power plant is in Karnataka, and Bhadravati plant is in Karnataka, and other many things. All we have plants in different states. We have so many. Most of the case coming under the SAIL, coming under the Steel Authority of India Limited. And these three are the private sectors coming under the privates. SAIL is the central government company, and others are private companies. Yes, I have told about semi-finished products, right? From ore to end product. From ore to or steel spoon. So that is the end product. There is an iron ore here, but in between there is one stage. Those are called as semi-finished products are present. So those are classified as ingots, blooms, slabs, and billets. We shall study what is ingot. We shall study the size of it. What is the shape of it? We will study. Yes, these are called as ingots. There is no any fixed size for ingots, but those are in large size. There is no any specific standard dimension for that. But shape and size is bigger than other parts. It is the largest part of it. Next, blooms. Yes, you can see the diagram here. So blooms are rectangular or square in shape, always. And it's always the 36 square inches. Its area is 36 square inches. produced in blooming mills. Means what? It is nothing but steel mill, but only thing is that we are calling it as blooming mill. We are calling it as blooming mill. So blooms are created in that mill. That's why it is called as blooming mill. It is nothing but steel mill. Next, billets. Can check the size of it. Compared to the previous blooms, check the size of the billets. Billets are also in square and rectangular cross section, but area is less compared to the blooms. It is less than 36 square inches. It is produced in the billet mills. It is produced in the billet mills. And for a steel bar creations, billets are used. They are not using directly ore or they are not using directly ingots or blooms. From ore they converted to billets, from billets to steel bar, like that. With stage wise they are going to manufacture the steel products. Next we have the slabs. Slab can be considered as a special case of blooms. Bloom with a lesser thickness, slab is rolled from the ingots or blooms. Generally a rectangular shape slabbing mill. So it is created in slabbing mill. It is special kind of shape slabs. You can see the difference. You can see the difference in the size. Yes. So if you compare in the weights, ingot is highest weight. Next is bloom. Next is billet, and slab is next low weight. Or billet also you can say. There is no any specification between this billet and slab. Sometimes slab weight is high. Sometimes billet weight is high. So based on the requirements. So like this you can check the shape of ingot shape is bigger one, slab like this, bloom like this, and billet smaller in size. You can check the size and the weight of it. What is this one? It is called as slabs. Yes. So next coming under the rolling mills. So it is the rolling part is the main important part of the steel mill. Rolling. Due to that rolling only they are going to produce the different sized materials. So you can observe from this diagram the rolling process is present. These are the rollings are present. In between they are going to roll that steel part. That steel part they are going to roll here. So that reduces the size of the iron part or a steel part. This is a main building block or heart of the rolling mill or steel mill. This is important. So rolling mills are divided into 4 types. One is the reversing hot rolling mill, continuous hot rolling mill, reversing cold rolling mill, continuous cold rolling mill. So name itself indicating that hot rolling and cold rolling. So hot rolling means what? Mill is having the high temperature. But with the high temperature mill is going to work. Cold rolling mill means what? Temperature is normal, room temperature. So this mill work under the normal temperature, and hot rolling mill nothing but that mill work under the high temperature. In both cases there is a reversing process and continuous process. We shall study that. What is the reversing? What is the continuous? Reversing means what? Reversing mill is a rolling mill in which workpiece is passed forward and backward through the pair of rolls. Yes. You can check the diagram here. Same workspace will forward and backward motion makes. So that is the reversing operation taking place to reduce the thickness of the each part. At each time thickness will reduce. And at the same time they are going to maintain this difference. They are going to maintain. You can adjust that this difference between these rollings thickness we can adjust with the help of some other techniques. This is about the reverse rolling. Continuous rolling means what? So continuously we have different rollings. So that whatever metal is present, it is going through the all stand one time. There is no reverse process. Only one time they are going to go through that. So continuous will consist of several stands. each one of them carrying a pressing rolls. These are called as pressing rolls. The metal passes through all stands in only one direction and gets rolled simultaneously by some or all of them. Yes, here that metal once going here, it will not come back. If it goes once, it will not come back. Only one direction process it is. So that's why it is continuously metal is going. That's why it is called as continuous rolling. It is called as reverse rolling. Hot rolling and cold rolling, already I have told you, it is depending on the temperatures. So hot rolling means what? In this mill it is work under the 1700 degree Fahrenheit. So it is working under the at this temperature. And what is the main working of this hot rolling mill? Why this much temperature is required here is that main conversion process takes place in this kind of rolling mill only. Main iron to blooms, iron to pellets, this process takes place in this kind of mills. Main work happens here. This makes the steel easier to form and also results in products that are easier to work. And heavy reduction in area of the work. Yes, heavy reduction in size will take place. Directly from ore to billets or ore to bloom. Like that work happens in these kinds. Very thin sections are not obtained. Directly big things they are going to do here. Hot roll surface has finish. Blooms, slabs, billets, strips, etc. are manufactured with the help of this hot rolling mill. So as compared to this cold rolling mill, you can check the sentence here. Cold rolling occurs with a metal below its recrystallization temperature or at a room temperature. It operates at a room temperature, but in this case it also improves surface finish and holds tighter tolerances. Means what? Finished product, surface finishing takes place here. So there is no any much reduction in the size, but only thing is that thin section they can do. That two sections are smooth and finished products. Surface will be finished one. Surface will be better one compared to the hot rolling mill. So to get the exact dimensions, better surface qualities, so this metal is coming under the cold rolling mill. So we'll get the polished surfaces. So we don't get polished surface from the hot rolling mill. We'll get the polished surface from the cold rolling mill. So it is this schematic diagram of the stages in the hot rolling mill. So one is the ingot buggy it is. So there is a pit here. In that there is where they are going to put the ingots. Ingots nothing but it is the one of the steel semi finished product is one of the semi finished product or ingot. From that ingot we are going to do the some blooms here. So with the help of ingot they are going to do the blooms. So in between it is going through some tables. So what are those? Receiving table, weighing table, approach table, intermediate table, front work and mill stand. This mill stand is the main part is this one. Backward table, intermediate, run out, shear and blooms. We'll explain that. What is the working of each table? We'll explain that in the yes, I will explain. So this working principle in the next video.